everybody. I'm Jennifer Snyder, and I want to welcome you to Ustream Live with the Flying Unicorns. Every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we rotate designers, and next week is Song, and she's on the chat tonight. So, yay! Maybe you can squeak it out of her what her project is going to be. Always dazzling. So I just want to remind everybody that any of the products that I use on the show tonight, if they're available in the store, are 10% off. So, and most importantly, the kit goes on pre-sale on Friday the 20th at midnight. So you'll want to snag it if you are thinking of getting the kit. Don't wait till the last minute. Grab it on pre-sale because they do sell out every month. So, time to start. Let me show you what my project is. Let's see if I can pan down and not freak people out. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, excellent. That was a success. It's a little, I don't know if you guys think it's too bright or anything, but I'm thinking it's good. So this is my Easter piece. I've got a lot of Prima going on here, and I have this cute little bunny rabbit that I grabbed on a vintage Flickr site, and all I did was I just doctored it up on my Photoshop so that it was print quality. It actually came as like a double bunny rabbit. He was kind of like that, and I just cut him out. I used one side. So I have that image on, I've uploaded it to the Unicorns file section. So if you're interested in grabbing that image for any of your personal purpose, that's great. It is, all copyright restrictions have been released on it because it's from the turn of a century. So you're good to use it as you see fit. This is my project, and I wanted to use some of my favorite paper from quite a while ago. Alda still has some in the store, and I was thrilled about that because I loved using this. It's the Glitz collection, and it's, what is it called? Glitz? Oh, Pretty in Pink. The Pretty in Pink collection. So I thought I would go back to the archives and pull it out and do my project on that. I thought it was very vintagey Easter. Gorgeous. They've got some nice chocolate, some stripes, some toile. So anyways, that is that's what I'm basing my project on tonight. So I'm just going to set this aside, and we're going to jump right in. Jump right in. So my first sheet that I'm using today, I'm going to turn the volume up. I don't know if it's, I think it's probably pretty good. Hi, Diva. Hi, Shannon. Thank you for joining us. This is French Kiss. Oh, hold it. You know what? I think I blended a few pieces. Did I? What did I do? Yeah, I did French Kiss from Glitz and the Pretty in Pink from Glitz. And I think their tones were pretty similar, and their the style was pretty similar. So I thought they would be a great match. So the base of my project is going to be French Kiss. And I am going to cut off, oops, I'm going to cut off a little bit of the edge so that it's not quite a 12 by 12. I'm going to add some paper onto the edge. So I'm just going to kind of wing it. I guess maybe I'll just take off, like a good inch. Better, I can always make it smaller, can't make it bigger. And I want to really ink up the edges. Make it nice and vintagey. I'm also going to use a little bit of the mask that we got in the March kit. Yes. So let me pull my mask out. It's this one. It's from Prima. It's a 6x6 stencil. It's called Floral Petites, and I do believe it was in the March kit. Hey, Delana. Hey, Kathy. Erica, hello. Hi, Robbie. I'm going to use some color blooms. And you know what? Sadly, tonight is not a night for the peony color bloom. Tonight it's going to be cotton candy and tea stain. So I am going to start misting. Oops, I better get my thing out of here. I really kind of just want to focus it on the center. I don't know if you can see. This is what I did. You can barely see it. It's very subtle. For me, I'm a subtle mister because I'm a timid mister. But I just wanted, the tea stain has a lot of metal. It's called vintage metal, and it has a little bit of sheen to it. So I know you probably can't see it too much, but in person, you sure can. So I'm just going to go ahead and mist. Ooh, for me, this is like crazy. And I wanted to do the two of them at the same time, so they kind of blended a little bit. This is the cotton candy and the tea stain. Oh, and what I did with my excess, I didn't want to waste my excess, so I just kind of turned it over and did that. Used my excess. It created a really cool effect on my paper. You can see the iridescence, or I don't know, glittery gold shimmer, the vintage shimmer. I just want to pop a little bit more on my edge. Maybe some pink. Oh, maybe some pink. I grabbed for the tea stain. Oh, that's so like me. Craziness. Yeah, I'll put some up there. You know what? I've realized I really hate wasting my color blooms on my mat and wiping it. Most of the time I'm wasting it and wiping it off, and it ends up all over my paper towels. Such a waste. Waste no more. But remember, you can refill them once they get low. Just refill them, and it adds a little bit more life in it. Okay, so I'm going to put my my mask away. And once again, this was the Prima Floral Petites. I don't know if Alda has it in the store as a standalone, but I do know we got it in the kit. So, which, if you missed the kit, that's another reason why you need to pre-order, because these little goodies that she puts in the kit are, you know, once they're gone and out of stock, it's sad. Very sad day. Okay. I'm going to start inking my edges. I know that we probably all have a particular favorite. I'm a vintage photo person. I know some people prefer the walnut. I don't know. I just don't use the walnut that often. My go-to is vintage photo. Anybody else have a go-to? You know what? My paper's a little damp. I'm not going to dry it. No sense. But it's probably a little more flexible at this point than... I hope I don't rip it. Ah! Yes, I did make... How did I make them photo quality? No. What I did with my... I'm reading the chat. What I did to make them photo quality, on the Flickr site that I obtained them from, they were only 72, I don't know, what is it, PPI? Is that what it is? And I wanted to make it 300. I really needed to make the resolution bigger. Print is best in 300 resolution, so that's what I did. kind of worked my Photoshop magic to make them a little crisper, and so that they weren't so pixelated when they were printed off. So that's what I did. I don't know if anybody's ever grabbed like a vintage image off the internet, and when you print it, it's just kind of like a little freaky, a little frightening, especially when you get like oh, what do I have over here? These little cherubs I did, right? And if I ended up putting 4 of them on a 4x6, but if I didn't put them in print quality, the little cherub's face starts getting a little scary, a little freaky. So that's what I did. But you can grab that file right on my blog page, or you can grab it right on the file section at Flying Unicorns. Okay, so quit chatting, Jen, and just let's move on to the next stage. I'm going to cut a piece, a strip. Better make it bigger strip, because I want it to glue right on the edge, like that. So let's see. My glue. A little creepy, yeah. Yep. I know, a little creepy. But if you work it in some kind of editing program, they're a little less creepy. Okay, I think I need to use my mat here to make sure I have a 12x12 sheet. Or maybe I'll just do this. I'm not that accurate. I'm kind of just like ballpark it. Kind of like eyeball it. You know? I know that there's many people out there cringing right now because, you know, it needs to be... That's why we have mats and rulers, but no, Jen doesn't believe in that kind of stuff. No. There we go. That's good enough for me. Okay. I'm doing the edging first. I put this edge here, and then I put a little piece of cardboard in there, tucked a piece of cardboard in. I ripped some cardboard earlier, and whoops, let me pull my other cardboard out. I had a couple of pieces of cardboard. Well, all I did with these was I another small piece. I just ripped a small piece of cardboard. This is a super thick piece of cardboard, and so it's like fighting. It's really fighting with me. It doesn't want to rip that easily. But I made sure that my corrugation was horizontal. I did not want it vertical because I thought that it would just flow better on the page if it was horizontal. So I'm not going to fight with it anymore. I'm just going to use this piece that I already did. And I'm going to add the tea stain to it. And we're going to pop it a little bit with the heat gun. This, oh my gosh, it's got such a beautiful sheen, beautiful golden sheen to it. Hi, HMM Scraps. Welcome, and I totally agree with you. I love Prima's chalk edgers as well. Love. Whoops. I love them. I love the individual. I love that they're selling them individually. I think they're starting to sell them again individually. You know, if you just have a favorite color, I have a couple of favorite colors, and I just really want to use them. I don't want a whole pack of them, you know, in assorted colors. I just want that one, and like a million of that one. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down a little bit because I'm going to use a tinge here on this edge and a tinge over there. Let's cut it. I'm going to tuck it under here. You know, I don't really care that it's not going to be flat. I don't care. I just think it's awfully pretty there. So we're going to just glue it. There. There we go. Hi, Jean. I'm glad you could make it. Hi, Candy. Okay. Now I have this little strip. Oh, doggone you. You know what? I gotta take it out. Of course I didn't ink it. I just want to pop some vintageness on my cardboard. I'm a very aggressive inker, I think. You should see my little ink pad. Oh my gosh, I think it looks like I chew it. Oh, but I don't. Okay. I have a little piece of the pink. This piece is pretty in pink. It's really delicate stripes. I love stripes. So I'm just going to cut the smallest of pieces. And, you know, my paper trimmer's been on my lap this whole time. How does somebody lose a paper trimmer? Oh, it just can't be. Do you guys lose things on your desk? I mean, right in front of you? You said, who can lose this? Oh, do you guys just lose things? It's a little annoying, gotta say. Let's see. I'm not cutting a big piece. I'm just cutting a small piece because I really kind of only want a little blush of the pink to show. Just kind of like a tab. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to ink the edges. It might even be too long. Cut it off. And I'm just going to pop it in there. Yeah, well, yes. Mine might hide under the paper, but you know, and then you start going like this and you swear that it's not there. I don't know how we can lose stuff right in front of our eyes. Okay, I'm gonna just glue this down now. I'm gonna tack him down. Okay, excellent. I'm gonna move it on. I'm gonna put this little piece over here. You know what? I really think I want to do more aggressive inking. So let's see. Everybody have a nice day. I know some places have been very lucky to have warm weather thus far, and we've had a couple days of warm in New York where I am, but today it snowed, and I don't know. Enough already. The snow is beautiful. I don't really ever get sick of seeing the snow, but I just want the crocuses to come up. You know, that is my first hopeful sign of spring. The day you see the little crocuses pop their head through the grass or through the dirt and the snow, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, I'm done. Done talking and done inking. Moving on. I'm just gonna cut this doggone piece. You know what? I am not happy with this piece. I think I'm gonna cut it down a little bit more and blast it again. There we go. I better pop it with my heat gun while I'm heating. Oh, so Jean, you had a heat wave? Yeah, well, sorry about that. I would love a heat wave. Well, you know what? It's all relative because it got to be 40 over the weekend. And for us, That seemed really hot. After you've had sub-zero weather, you know, 40 is actually quite warm. Okay, so I'm going to glue this over here. Pop that there. See what I did? I just added this little edging. That is what I'm shooting for. Let's glue it down. Doesn't want to behave. We'll beat it into submission. I'm using this, once again, this is the Pretty in Pink from Glitz. It's an older collection, but it's such a beauty, especially if you're if you have some vintage pages to do. Oh gosh, it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. There we go. And maybe I'll cut it. Ink this. Whoops. Let's be tidy. Let's be tidy. Okay. Hi, Lainey. Thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting me. I really do appreciate your support because, not that it's nerve-wracking. I don't think it's nerve-wracking doing the shows, but it sure can get lonely if you're just sitting talking to yourself. So I do appreciate all of your support. We're going to stick that on. And I think I'm ready to start working on the guts of the page. The clustering. So what I did was I just cut a bunch of strips of the paper, and we're just going to plop it down there. Kind of nilly-willy. No rhyme or reason. There we go. I did pre-cut. Nobody wants to see me cut strips if they don't have to. I'm just gonna rip. I'm a gluer. I like to glue as I go, and I end up doing a lot of rip downs. But I think for the sake of the show, we'll pretend that I'm a planner and not a gluer. And I'll set everything down before I start gluing. But I really don't. I don't scrap that way. Does anybody else scrap this way? Where you just go for it. I'm just going for it. I have a lot of miscues, a lot of unsuccessful pages this way, but I don't care, you know. I don't have time to plan. I just gotta execute. Let's see. I probably don't need a lot because I'm going to be putting some large ovals in here, and then I could tuck in if I'm unhappy with my strips. So I'm just gluing. I'm going to go ahead. Glue. Yeah, you know, you're right, Janelle. This paper, gorgeous. Gorgeous distressed. If you were talking about this paper. Even the backside of this is just so pretty. And like I said, even though these two collections aren't the same, you know what? They look like they're companion collections. So, I'm sorry. I have a little bit of a sinus infection. So, if I disappear for a moment, I'm taking care of my sinus infection. So let's see. I think I'm just going to put a little bit of... Oh, good enough for now. Good enough. Anybody... I know I've showed you this before, but if you get some glue, I had some glue. I've got some glue right here. No? You probably can't see it. It's glue on the paper right there. You know, sometimes I'm pretty successful, and I can roll it off with my paper towel just like that. I've got glue over here. I can just usually roll it off, but don't use a tissue. Bad idea. I've tried it with a tissue, and the tissue just ends up sticking on the page. So don't go the tissue route, and just stick with a stronger paper towel. Okay, here are my circles, my ovals that I punched. I didn't punch them, I lied. I used my die cutter. I got this. Alda has it in this. Well, she had it in the store. It's Spellbinders, Nestabilities, and it's conveniently got a sticker right on the photo. You could tell. I know. There we go. But it comes in 4 little shapes. And this little bugger, I thought he'd be great as an Easter egg on a card. He's just about card Easter egg size. But this is called Floral Ovals. And somebody, was it Nancy? Somebody said they had just ordered it and they were waiting for it to come in. So, so I used the large size and the second largest size, and I inked the edges, and then around the dots I used liquid pearls. I used bisque because that's what I had, but and I thought the bisque blended nicely with the paper, so I already pre-dotted a couple of these, so no sense watching me put dots all over my page. That doesn't make for a good show. I'm also backing all 3 of the pieces with cardboard. But my larger piece I'm doubling up. I'm doing a double layer. So this is going to go over here. So it's going to go over here. And the big guy, he gets a double layer. But I have to find my double layer. I cut the circles out already. And gotta find them. Got to find them. Oh, they're on the floor. One moment. Let me get them. Okay. Thanks. I'm back. What I did with these ones is I want to make sure when I set these down, I want the small ones to go under the big one. So I'm going to glue my first layer of cardboard down. But I want my oval to lie nicely. So I just cut a flat, like a more of a narrow piece so that it could just layer nicely. And I thought that was the easiest way to make a nice flat level page. So everybody's happy. Everybody's happy that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue them down. I kind of really just made it hug up against this side. I need to make it hug a little bit more. Oops, you know what? I did, whoops, gotta get him off, because I did want a few layers of paper going off in yonder direction, kind of sideways, like this. We're going to backtrack just a bit, because I'm going to put a few of those down. Just a couple. Because I want to put some lace down. Oh, yeah. Silly me. Gosh. See, this is what I call rip downs. Although sometimes I get really, the whole thing's got to be ripped down. But I jump ahead of myself because I forgot to put the beautiful lace down. Where's my lace? I have this really pretty lace. Whoops. It's Santoro lace. Santoro, London, it says. And it was in the store. And it's 4 sizes of lace. It doesn't have any other name, just London. So I'm going to cut some of the lace. I know, I think that I'm thinking Aldi has this in the store still. Okay, what I'm going to do with this is too big. I'm gonna glue it on, and I'm just gonna ripple it a little bit. Maybe I'll do like that. Maybe I'll just glob glue on like that. And I kind of want to just crinkle it, little crinkles. See what I did? As I just kind of, well, you can't really. You can see it better down here. I just kind of crinkled it up there. There we go, like that. So we're gonna just give it some crinkly ripples. A little bit there. Little ripple action there. Maybe we'll put some over here. And I don't need anything right there because my ovals are going to go right there. No, maybe I'll move it over a little bit. I'll soak up the glue like that. Pop it over here. Yeah, that works. Sure. And then I'm going to take the little piece of the narrow ribbon, lace, and stick a little bit on the side over here. You know what? Let's move this out. Let's get this out of the way so we aren't so messy. A little bit more. You know what? As you can tell, now you know why I go through glue like it's like I'm eating it. Just kind of just dump it on the page. Okay, I think that's good for now. I can tuck more lace in also. So let's get back to the matter at hand, the gluing of the ovals. I better put them down first. Yep. That's good. That's good. You know, my paper, because I didn't dry it, my paper's rippling a little bit, or just curling up. That's okay. If you know what, the way to battle that is you can put a piece of paper behind, and make it behave, make it tame. That's fine. It works. Pop that down. Good, good, good. Let's see. Is that where I want it? Yeah, I think I want it up a little higher. Whoops. Pop it up a little bit. Make it a little higher. There. I think that works. That makes me happy. Yes, that makes me happy. Okay, now, because I put this piece down, I can easily put the other, put the oval on top of it, but I did forget to ink the edge. So before I do that, before I put it down, we're just going to ink. There. There we go. Okay. I'm going to wipe my glue off. Yes, because I used so much glue, I did have to find a way to get rid of the glue on my page. The rogue glue. Okay, good. We are moving along. Love it. Love, love, love. Okay, I'm going to take my vine. I'm hoping Alda still has these in the store. I'm hoping she has them for quite a while because I just really love this vine. As you can tell, I probably used it on the last... oh yeah, I used it on the last project, and while I was twirling the vine, the little tendril, the tendril popped off. We're gonna try a repeat of that tonight. So let's move this aside. I'm just gonna set it totally aside, and we're gonna try the tendril twirl. So I've got my piece of my wood skewer, and it's short because I keep cutting it off for different purposes. It doesn't matter. It still works. So I'm just gonna twirl them because I find these to be a little awkward, personally. for my own purposes, I just think they're awkward. I like kind of everything just tucked in nice. So everything gets twirl. Good, 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 good. Great. What? I cut it down into 2 sections. Cut this little piece off. Oh, you know what? I got one more rogue guy that needs to be twirled. There. And I'm going to mist them. They're a little pinker than I really wanted. I really want them to be a little more vintagey to kind of coordinate better with the paper. So fear not, we're going to mist it up a little bit with my tea stain. And you know what? I'm going to add a little cotton candy to it also. I'm just going to kind of soak up. I love the tea stain on the leaves. It makes the leaves just so shimmery. I know, focus, buddy, focus. But it makes them so shimmery and beautiful. Oh, wiping up all this excess mist makes me sad. So I think we're going to have to pop it a little bit with the heat gun. But that's okay. I can see what's going on with the chat. She's skewing around. Ah, Jean, you're so funny. So clever. Such clever people. Okay, there we go. So what I did with this is I just tucked it into my project, and kind of made it wrap around and hug the Easter eggs. I'm calling these Easter eggs because I think they make great Easter egg looking things. Just kind of, you know, popped up my flowers and stuck it in there. That's what we're going for. We're just gonna glop a lot of glue on and hope it sticks. Hope it sticks to something. And the top thing. Now the top thing is kind of twisted, not in the way that I want it, so I'm going to reshape it. Reshape it for my own purposes. And I'm going to stick this. I never know what to do with this awkward looking thing. Sometimes I'll tendril it up, but to me it's just awkward. It needs to be hidden. So gob the glue and stick it in. Oh, I have you know what? This tendril's going to stay. He's just fine. He's not going to irritate me too bad. I'm going to tuck it in there. And maybe just reposition a leaf or such like that. And it's beautiful. It's exactly kind of sort of how I wanted it until I move it. There. I think that's more how I wanted it. There. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. On to the bunny. The bunny. Like I said, if you were a little late in coming, I have these cute vintage bunnies from a turn of the century. It must have been like a Valentine's postcard, or Happy Valentine's Easter postcard. And I just took it off the vintage Flickr site, and I dabbled around in Photoshop to make it photo worthy, print worthy, and it's the image is on the Flying Unicorns file. So if you want to grab it and use it for your purposes, they were like this, and I just separated them. So I'm going to use this guy. I want to put a little bit of cardboard behind him. I think I might have used, shh, quiet, but I think I may have even used foam tape. I know. I might have used foam tape on the first guy, but we're gonna put we're gonna put cardboard on this guy. You know what? Sometimes when I do cut out images like this, if you don't do that close of a job cutting, just take your inker and just ink around the edges, and you know, it'll cover up some of that white photo paper. That all's good. So the easiest way for me to do an intricate piece like this on cardboard is just to glue it down, glue the guy down, and then cut around it. That's what I find works easiest for me. I don't have to get accurate. I've just got to get enough cardboard on the back to cover the little the little buddy, little buggerboo. Okay, that's looking good. Looking good. I'll add a little here. Whoops. This glue is getting stringy. He's perfect. He's perfect. I'm going to tuck him in right there. We're almost done. There. The googly eye subject. I don't know. I can't follow chat, but I'll tell you, my husband thinks every project that I do should have googly eyes. You know, being a man, he thinks a project isn't complete unless it's got googly eyes. Thank heaven I don't subscribe to that same opinion. Now, I tucked a cross in here because I did really want it to have an Easter, more of a religious theme. I'm sending this to my niece, who happens to be a nun. She's 20. Is she 25? I think she's 25. And she's been in her nun community since she was 14, went to high school. So I'm sending this to her. She can't accept property. So I can make her something for her walls where they can all share it in their communal living. So that is what I'm doing. That was why I made this piece originally, so that I could send it to my wonderful goddaughter, niece, Rebecca. So I took my resin. Well, my resin, it's a metal piece. It's the Shabby Chic Treasures, the cast iron. And it's called nothing. It doesn't have a name. So we'll just call it I don't know. I'm just going to call it the cross piece. But Alda does have these in the store. And you know what? It's got the wonderful flourish, and it's great. They're great for tucking. Tucking into clusters here and there. So I gave it a blast with the tea stain. They really mist up wonderfully. They hold the mist perfectly. So there we go. Done. Done, done, done. I'm going to glue it over there. Whoops, 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 whoops. I did like a lot of glue on this little cross piece because it's metal, and I really just don't want it slipping and sliding off. Okay, so I'm going to move this guy over just a wee tinch bit. I'm going to finish up the edges right around my oval edge. I put liquid pearls. I know that Alda's got a lot of these in the store. I just thought it would make a nice little finishing touch. So I'm going to just quickly put the pearl, make sure that I can squeeze some out. And just finish up my oval. I didn't want to do all the ovals on camera because that is just no fun. But there, done. In this little section right here, I'm just going to put my niece's name and Happy Easter for her. So, you know what, if you don't want to use this, what I've done before is I've taken a photo and I cut the photo in an oval form and pop it in there so it still maintains the oval shape. And that works nice. Now I have these little, we're almost done. Good. I've got these little Prima butterflies. They're in the store. They're really cool. Let's see if we can move it over, and I love them. You know, you can just tuck them any place. I think they're so versatile. I'm going to bend his little wings up, give him some dimension. I'm going to pop some ink on him. Oh, heck. Oh, heck. I think I'm just going to... No, I think it's good. Good enough. Good enough. Glue them in. Now, you know what? Sometimes what I'll do for butterflies, if I want his wings to stay up permanently, like on a card or something, I might take a this is the reason why my skewers are getting shorter and shorter. I snip off a little itty bit, and hopefully it doesn't fly across the room, but I snip off a piece and I tuck it in there so that you can't see it, and then the wings forever stay raised. And you can't really, you know, it's just really not something that you notice. You don't notice that a piece of wood skewer is in there. So, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and do that, I guess, because I am mailing this to her, and I'd like the wings to stay aloft, I guess. But that's why my wood skewer gets smaller and smaller. See, it just stays well, up and elevated. I can bend it all I want, but you know, when I pack it in a box, it's not going to stay like that. So that is that's how I like to use my wood skewers. Stick it in there. You know, it blends in with the paper. You can't even see it. Even when you look at the side, you know, hard to see. Stick him on the page. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Crazy. Let me get my tidy up. I'm going to stick him right there. We're almost done. Yay! Actually, a couple of finishing touches, and that's it. Alda has this really nice hemp string in the store. She's got all different colors. I thought I would pick the nice cream color and the green, and I doubled it up, and I just simply tied a bow. Nothing special. But I wanted the green. I really just wanted a little more green to peek out on the page. And I need to cover this unsightly spot right here. It's just kind of like a void. So I need to cover him up. So I'm going to glue my hemp ribbon down, my hemp bow, kind of at an angle. And I'm going to take my long sides, my long ends, and just tuck them under. Once again, this is where I get my wood skewer out, and I just kind of shove it under with my wood skewer. And then I'm going to do the same with this side. And I just stick it, shove it in there. You do need or, you know, and sometimes it's not successful. And sometimes I just have to back away and let the string do what the string wants to do. No, no amount of shoving in with that wood skewer is going to make it work. So then I'm just going to add some glue to my page and glue it down. Cut the silly sides off. Cut the long ends off. Call it a day. My last couple of touches. Adorable, adorable Bow Bunny buttons that we got in a kit. Oh boy, in the fall. I want to say in the September kit, maybe October kit. How about that? Maybe November. One of those in the fall. But I know that Alda has these in the store. They're Bow Bunny buttons, and from the Madeline collection, and they are perfectly colored for this page. And quite secure in their package, I might add. So I'm going to take this banner looking piece. I'm going to ink up the edge, of course, and make it pop, because he kind of just, if I leave it like that, you can see he just disappeared. He's like you know, gone. He's a chameleon piece. So if I give it a little inking, he pops back out on the page a little bit. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little button on it. I think I'll put this button on it. Then I'm going to finish the page with a button over here. Let's see, what do I want? I might tuck a button over here too. I'm kind of a little displeased about my bow tonight. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to put the button there, and I think I'll tuck a couple of a button maybe right here. That's cute. I like it. It's cute. But I love these Madeline buttons. And there. And I'm done. I'm done. Ahead of schedule. And there is my piece. Happy Easter. And I just love the little bit of masking over there and down here. For me, who doesn't use mist that robustly, it's like perfect for me. So let's flip it up, the camera up, and let's get you off to doing the next part of your evening. There, that worked out actually quite nicely. Let's put up and there. So anyway, whoops, I'm like falling. The camera's sliding down, so I'm going to have to kind of scrunch down with it or talk fast. Thank you for showing up tonight. I really appreciate your support. Song is next week, and she always has a dazzling project, and she's got her most infectious laugh, which we just find adorable. I'm sorry I didn't use any peony mist tonight, but we'll save that for Robbie and Delana to use. The kit goes on pre-sale Friday, the 20th at midnight. So get your clicking fingers ready to hit that buy button. And anything that I used in the show tonight, if it's in the Unicorn store, it's 10% off. So with that, I want to thank everybody and wish you a good night. But I can't log off because I can't find my clicker. Okay, I'm back in business. Thanks, everybody.